All right, YouTube, what is up? Got the fresh fitment on the F82. Take a look. So over the weekend, I was able to take some time, get the wheels off, adjust the rear coilovers first. I wanted to tackle the rears because the divorced setup was pretty intimidating. I was a little nervous about it, so I thought if I could do the rears, then we could do the fronts. So got the rears dialed in with pretty much no gap, as you can see. I mean, there's like a tiny amount, but can't even fit my finger in it. So I think it looks good. And then over here on the fronts, we're rocking like about a 1 finger gap. I could probably go lower. I just didn't want to rub in the front at all. So yeah, man. I think it looks so much better. So I might adjust the fronts and see how low I can get without rubbing. I haven't scraped it all over speed bumps or anything yet. So we'll see. But this is how she's currently sitting. Just looks so sick. Just looks so much better. I mean, these cars are like meant to be lowered, so. Out of factory, they just are really high off the ground. Like you could fit a whole dang fist in the wheel well, so. Too much gap, too much gap. So that's that, man. I'm super excited to get that adjusted because I've been wanting to do that for a really long time. I just haven't really had the time, and I didn't know really what I was doing, to be honest. I've never adjusted coilovers. I didn't get them installed myself. I took them to a shop. So, you know, learning experience. I think anytime you can work on your car and learn it is a good thing. And now I know how to adjust my coilovers moving forward. So I'm gonna drive to the gym and then kind of talk to you guys about how I did that and maybe make a separate video on that. Seatbelt, safety first as always. So yeah, man, on Saturday I just woke up. I was thinking about doing it Friday night, but on Saturday I woke up, just decided to get rolling with it. Fiance brought me a nice coffee, so I stayed energized to get started. And that was a good call because it ended up taking me quite a long time. I actually kind of busted up my hand doing it. That's like on the rear setup, it's like I said earlier, it's a divorced setup, which means the spring perch is separate from the strut, and you adjust the height of the rear with the spring perch. You don't really adjust the strut for the height. You set preload with the strut, but you don't adjust the strut for height. So it's kind of hard to explain. I think it's just better kind of maybe making another video separately on it. I don't really feel like taking off my wheels and adjusting the rear suspension at all anytime soon because I just think the fitment's really nice as it is right now. So probably won't do like a whole detailed video on it. but might just, if you guys are interested, let me know, leave a comment. I'm happy to talk about how I was able to do that. Yeah, this Porsche. It was a lot easier than I expected. Once you know what you're doing, it's really easy. So pop the wheel off, you know, loosen the bolt to your lower control arm so that your strut is free to droop. You know, you need to have that maximum droop so that your spring is not under preload, so that you can properly adjust the ride height. Right? You can't have any sort of tension on the spring to properly get, well, I mean, you can, I guess, but like the best way to do it is have no tension on the spring, adjust the ride heights where you want it, get a jack up under the lower control arm, jack it up a little bit so the lower control arm has like 5 to 10 millimeters of preload on the spring itself, so the spring's not going anywhere. Lock the collar and then adjust the height of the strut. So again, all of that's just really freaking complicated to just explain over audio. I think it's better to just like visually show it. I'm a visual learner myself, so yeah. Anyways, man, it's been busy though. Nice. Been busy like on the weekends, going down to my Super right there, like that. Going down to my house. Me and my fiance bought a house, and just slowly moving everything in, you know, just packing the 4Runner up with a bunch of boxes throughout the week, and then driving down on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays and dumping the boxes off and doing yard work down there. The backyard is sort of a disaster right now, so just hop over here. Almost got that DCT jerk. Eesh. DCT jerk, man, it freaks me out. I hate it. It really only happens in what the hell is this? Only happens in first and second gear though, so. Stop here on red. Okay. I'll stop here on red, I guess. But yeah, man, just, I mean, I feel so blessed at this point in my life just to have the ability to buy my own home. I don't know, man, it's something I've always dreamed of and something I've really wanted to do my whole life. So being able to do that with the girl I love is just a dream come true. Not to be all sappy and whatnot, but it just is, man. It's exciting, and I'm excited to take videos and kind of show you guys what my plans are and whatnot. I've got a lot of big projects coming up for the backyard, and we're gonna do some paint on the inside, gonna paint the garage. We gotta actually, the garage is nice, it's like a 3-car garage, so I'm gonna have enough space to work on my car, but I want to make sure that, you know, we get new carpet and paint and stuff in there like before we start moving everything in. So so we got a painter coming out, and he'll paint the main living areas and whatnot. We'll probably paint our bedrooms ourselves. But the garage is just drywall right now. They never painted the garage or anything, so we're going to set up, or we're going to do. There's a cop right here, so I can't even focus right now. I think it's an undercover cop. No, it's not even undercover. We're good. We're in the clear. No lights. We need to do texturing and then paint and primer and all that shit, right? So it's gonna take a minute to get that all said and done, but gonna have a nice little like bat cave vibe in the garage, get some sick lighting in there, and just make it a nice little shop to work on the car. Dude, it's gonna be sick. I'm so excited to film videos in there. Coming from like an apartment / townhouse type of deal, I just feel so lucky. So when I was changing my suspension, the height of my car over the weekend, I actually noticed I had a freaking nail in my tire. Well, actually not a nail, it's a screw. So it looks to be very small, which means that it's probably really short, which I'm hoping. No air is coming out. I think I can actually like measure my tire pressure right now. Yeah, see, tire pressure is all good. Everything's normal. So that's what you want to see. Maybe reset. See if we got to reset it. But yeah, not losing any sort of air or anything like that. So, but it's just smack dab in the middle of my tread, just middle of the tire. So pretty annoying. I'm not going to drive crazy and do any sort of burnouts or kicking the car out, kicking the back end out or anything like that, because I don't want to risk it getting in it. I'm actually taking it into the shop on Thursday to get that checked out. Got an M2 right here. Sick. M240i? M2, yeah. So anyways, we'll get that fixed, and then yeah, dude, just that's that. Taking the car in for a let this guy come over. Taking the car in for its little annual checkup. I actually got to do brake fluid, because the last time I did that was 2 years ago. I think there's a couple other maintenance items. You get an oil change as well. I don't like doing my oil changes on this car myself because I'm scared that I'm gonna over torque the bolt, strip the pan. I mean, maybe one day if I have like a lift or something, I might do it, but it just freaks me out right now. I know some people would be like, oh, you don't work on your car, you don't do your own oil changes. Like, yeah, you're right. I can, I know how. I'm scared, all right? I'm scared. And being scared's okay. I don't want to ruin this car. This car is a dream of mine. I've already done things to it that pain me. Like almost drill through my front bumper trying to install the front lip. Didn't do it, but yeah, gotta get shorter screws, I guess. But regardless, just gotta take care of it. I want to be smart with it, and I don't want to have to buy another oil pan because I've already done that, and it's not fun. It's quite expensive. So all right, man, we're at the gym now, so gonna get this workout in and then go from there. But yeah, I'm not scraping, so I might lower the car a little bit more in the front and see how that treats me. Not scraping or rubbing, so But anyways, man, appreciate you watching as always. Take care, drive safe out there, and I'll see you soon, man. See you in the next video. Peace.